White flag up, and that off in the Grade 1 Savills Hurdle. 14 flights to jump as they turn to head down the far side, vying for the lead Beacon Edge. Asturian Furlong, Hewitt, followed by Sandor Clegane. On the outside is Noble Yates, followed by previous winner, Home by the Lee. Together at the back, Bob Olinger, and the outside of Rocky's Diamond, flight 1. Landing just the leader Beacon Edge from the grey Asturian Furlong, attended by Hewitt. The three are in a line. They're followed at flight number 2 by Sandor Clegane and the Noble Yates. The back three are Home by the Lee, Bob Olinger, and Rocky's Diamond. Approaching the third flight. And it is Asturian Furlong over just first from Hewitt. Look back 2 positions is the third, Beacon Edge, followed to the fourth flight by Sandor Clegane. The Noble Yates, Home by the Lee, Bob Olinger, and dropped out at the rear is Rocky's Diamond. Over the fourth they go. And the leader is Asturian Furlong, second in last year's running. Just leads in the hands of Paul Townend from Hewitt, Jordan Gainford. Moving into third place, Noble Yates, who's followed by Sandor Clegane, and then Beacon Edge, who's lost another 2 spots, is now back 5th. Followed by Home by the Lee, Bob Olinger, and at the rear is Rocky's Diamond. Coming to the flight on the approach to the straight, flight number 5, matching strides, Hewitt and Asturian Furlong. Closer in third is Noble Yates, on the inside Beacon Edge. In between horses is Sandor Clegane, and then Home by the Lee, Bob Olinger, and finally Rocky's Diamond. Turning into the straight to flight number 6. This flight in the straight in use for this race, and it is Asturian Furlong who leads in narrowly Hewitt, then Beacon Edge, who's wrestled back third from Sandor Clegane, Noble Yates, then Home by the Lee with a couple of lengths to Bob Olinger and Rocky's Diamond. 5-6 lengths covering the entire field as they jump the flight. That'll be the last one next time, where Asturian Furlong put down. Rejoined by Hewitt. Break of a length to Beacon Edge, and then Sandor Clegane, Home by the Lee. Noble Yates falls back towards rear division, his 2 behind Rocky's Diamond and Bob Olinger. The circuit to go, and the Grade 1 Savills Hurdle, effectively 3 miles the trip, and it's Asturian Furlong with a slender advantage over Hewitt, followed to the flight past the stands by Beacon Edge, then Sandor Clegane, Home by the Lead. The back three are Rocky's Diamond, Noble Yates and Bob Olinger. Meeting up with the first of the 2 flights past the stands. Asturian Furlong and Hewitt continuing 1 and 2. A couple of lengths clear of Beacon Edge, then Sandor Clegane, Home by the Lead, Bob Olinger. Then Rocky's Diamond, and relegated to be the back marker, Noble Yates. As they have passed the halfway stage, first one to struggle is Noble Yates, gets a couple of reminders as they make this bend towards their point of departure. And it's Asturian Furlong on the inside. Off Hewitt, 1 out from the rail, followed by Beacon Edge, Sandor Clegane, Home by the Lee, Bob Olinger, Rocky's Diamond and Noble Yates. At the completion of a circuit, less than 10 furlongs to go, as they race down the back straight to the first of 4. Another 6 left to jump. Little between Hewitt and Asturian Furlong. 2 up on Beacon Edge, Sandor Clegane, then Home by the Lee. Still held up towards the back end of the field, along with Bob Olinger, and then Rocky's Diamond, and a break now to Noble Yates. Over that flight, Asturian Furlong and Hewitt, still precious little between them. Followed by Beacon Edge, Sandor Clegane the outside of Home by the Lee, who jumps up in between horses. Then Bob Olinger, Rocky's Diamond, and struggling on is Noble Yates. 7 furlongs to go. 2 more flights to jump in the back straight. This is 4 from the finish. And it's Hewitt and Asturian Furlong head and head. Followed by Beacon Edge, then Home by the Lee, who's up in the 4th, and Sandor Clegane. Bob Olinger continues to track, and then comes Rocky's Diamond, leaving behind Noble Yates. The 3rd last flight, the end of the back straight. And it's Hewitt landing with an advantage now of an increasing couple of lengths, followed by Asturian Furlong. And then Sandor Clegane, who's edging into 3rd, ahead of Beacon Edge, nudged along. And then Home by the Lee, Bob Olinger. And right with them is the outsider, Rocky's Diamond. as they turn towards the final half mile. 2 flights left to jump the Savills Hurdle, and it's Hewick by 3 parts of a length to Sandor Clegane, who joins Asturian Furlonge for the second spot. Then Bob Olinger, who's edging into 4th as they jump the second last. In the air together, Hewick and Asturian Furlonge. Sandor Clegane round the outside. Bob Olinger is tracking closely round the home turn. Then Rocky's Diamond, Home by the Lee, now wound up. And then Beacon Edge as they straighten for the final flight. And it's Hewick pressed by Sandor Clegane. Bob Olinger after them in 3rd, then Asturian Furlonge. Don't rule out Home by the Lee, then Rocky's Diamond coming towards the final flight, and Bob Olinger strikes the front from Home by the Lee, coming to challenge on the outside, and it's Home by the Lee getting the upper hand from Bob Olinger. A gap back to Sandor Clegane, and it's Home by the Lee on his way to winning a second Savills Hurdle for the men for the big occasion. J J Slevin and Joseph O'Brien pulled away to score impressively from Bob Olinger, and Rocky's Diamond, what a run by him in 3rd.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.